but it's over 76 inside, 47 out. The wood stove's going and it is hot in here. I just closed the dampers on the wood stove to try to keep it just on coals for the day. It's roasting. I might actually open some windows. This is good. I'm getting firewood, cut, working at this wood pile today now. It's going to be some cold nights ahead still. It's going to drop back down in the 20s and maybe even teens, so I'm going to just keep cutting. There's a few days of burning. That's probably a good 2.5, 3 days of burning right there. Now I'll get some of these bigger ones split. This one here is too big for my wood stove, for example. That has to be split in half. So I just keep at it, and then I'll get that up on the porch in case we have bad weather. Took somebody's advice and dumped wood ash over my wires here and also in the metal. I urgently need to find these wires because the batteries in the camper are discharged in a bad way. I have to get down here and figure out what's disconnected where and why it's not working. And I still got a good 6-8 inches of snow here in places. So hopefully that'll do the job. Has some good wind charging today. Nothing steady, but that little guy has been spinning on and on and on all day. He's been putting some current into the batteries today. The big one needs a little bit more power, and he needs to get up higher. So I'll be looking for a tower for that soon. But that little guy is doing good. The voltmeter inside has been showing on and off sporadic charging all day. Just because it's spinning does not mean that it's charging the batteries. It's got to spin up to a good speed before it's actually doing anything. But that's why I have the voltmeter inside showing me what it's pushing in. And of course, heavier wires will do a lot better job for me. I just can't afford the recommended welding wire. So eventually I'll have to swap that out, and that'll do a lot better. Here you can see I put some of the wood ash out here as well. I tried to pull the wires up and they're still down there pretty deep. So they're iced in really bad. So I threw some ash out here. And out here where the sun shines, it's helping. So hopefully I'll get these solar panels freed up soon. I've got a creek in the yard. Sort of cool. I should put this into containers. I can get my pump going and put this into containers and filter it for drinking. I think I might do that. Whoa, there's water underneath me. Look at that. That's a good 3 inches of water right there, at least 3-4 inches of water right here. Camera probably doesn't show it, but there's flowing water. You can see it flowing through here. I think I'm gonna harvest this. That's a ton of water. Shouldn't freeze now, I would think. I think I'm gonna fill my RV tanks and see what things look like in there. See if I might get some running water in the RV. That'd be nice. Or at the worst, at least I can fill some water containers with this. I'll fill those 2 5-gallon tanks. This is free water. This is pure snow melt. It's actually running from up in the forest. You can see it flowing downhill. There always was a bit of a creek here when it rains. See it flowing. It's coming underneath this rock pile. Look at all that water. Oh, look at that. Can you see that? I got a little waterfall. I have to try this. I want to try tapping this and see if I can get running water in my RV. It's going to be in the 20s again, but now with my wood stove pumping the heat, I should be good. Look at that. Oh, that's pure. Obviously for drinking I'll have to filter it, but still, that's nice. Well, guess what I'm going to do right now? See if I can find a battery that's charged up enough to run my little water pump. Fill up some tanks. I don't even need a water pump. Flowing water, it's crazy. Takes a lot of water. Oh, it's a 6-gallon can. Nice. 6-gallon water can. Good going in. There it is. Oh, that's nearly full. Wow. Not bad. I got about 4.5 gallons. That easy. Pretty simple. Just for the taking. Amazing. Wouldn't be surprised if I can drink this, honestly. Might actually try it. I don't know how many bacteria there can be here in the winter. I've drank a lot of water in the past from nature. I'm still alive to tell about it. Never got sick. It's all about immune system buildup. Back in the days, they drank water off the land like this, just out of nature. They were used to it. That is nice. Free water. I might actually dump some of this into the RV. Come back for more as long as it's running. This is super. Nature's running water faucet right here. I'd say I got at least a good 9 gallons right there. If I get a milk jug, I can fill them up all the way. So I might just do. Oh, this is good. Nature provides. Nature provides everything we need. There's quite a bit of flow there. Well, as I said, this always flows when it rains. And this comes from this little wet area up here that I might dig out. I'd love to have a fish pond up here, because this is always a source of the water flowing. Now this isn't the spring, this is a separate place, but this is always a wet spot right here. And this is this always flows right here, this area. There's quite a pool. Nice pool of water. That's a good 4 or 5 inches deep in the middle. You can almost have a fish pond now. So this is what I'd like to dig out, this whole area here, with a backhoe and just follow the natural contours here. I'd love to dig out this area and widen it. See where there's a little slope right there. Cameras doesn't show angles well and slopes, but there's a slope here, and up in here, this big slope, and up this whole area would make an awesome fish pond. It'd be really good. But for now, it's a good source of running water. I'm going to wash my dishes. This is so perfect. Actually, soak a couple of these. Look at that. Oh, look at how fast it fills up. That is nice. Soak some of these dried out in dry air in my RV. Since I didn't have enough water flow, I couldn't soak them inside. Oh, this is good. Look at that, I can wash dishes out here. Got my homemade soap, all natural homemade soap. And just swish it around in here. I don't know if you can see that. Just got my homemade soap there. It's just lye and water and oil. It's a hard bar of soap, but it cleans just as well as anything else. Pure and natural. You get that all sudsed up, and I can start cleaning my dishes. Nice. Just got to soak some of that from my fried foods. My meat and cheese breakfast doesn't clean up as easy. Ah, this is amazing. This is just incredible. It's cold, but sure is incredible. I could probably do my laundry out here as well. Let's see, why not? Fill up a bucket and wash a load of clothes. Well, I wish there was flowing water out here all the time right next to my RV. Sure saves some walking. Don't have to go down to the creek. It's a long way to the creek. Well, off-grid dishwashing at its finest. This is good. This is a happy day. And it's like 46 degrees out today, so it's good. Won't bore you with the whole dishwashing process, but I'll finish this up. Natural clean water. Well, looks good enough to drink. I'm going to try a little bit, see how it is. Nothing floating in there. Tastes like leaves. Well, I'll drink about 3/4 of a cup of this. See if it has any effect on me, but I highly doubt it. Probably good clean water. Cold. Oh, it's cold. I gotta wash my cup again. Oh, this is good. Off-grid dishwashing in nature. Putting all the clean stuff here. Nice and shiny clean. Good running water. Today is a happy day. Well, I got my wood in. Those are the ones that I can fit. Well, that one's going to be borderline. Actually, those three. I don't know if I'll fit them in the wood stove or not, but I got another 2-3 days, about 3 days of burning left here inside. Unfortunately, I can't split the wood because I let some friends practice splitting wood with my splitting maul, and now I no longer have a splitting maul. The handle is split right in half, so they meant well, but I had to order a new one. They didn't have one in the store when I went, so I'm waiting for them to call me. So for now, I have to just burn what I have that's will fit in the wood stove. That again there probably won't fit unless I start out with an empty wood stove and then put the big ones in like that. They'd make good overnighters if I can squeeze them in. So that's nice. Then over here I got my 9 gallons of water. Still waiting to see if there's any ill effects from the water that I drank, and see if I can drink this pure or not, but we'll see later on. So, looking good. The porch is all completely taken up with just firewood and water supplies. The winds out here are insanely strong. This is not easy for me, because honesty is one of the things I try to share on my channel. This is not easy for me at all, but the wind just picked up my ladder. This is quite embarrassing. I know I'm going to get some flack for this. The wind just picked up my ladder, threw it through the air, and destroyed my other wind turbine tower, and broke a couple blades. So, alright, this is me being honest. I'm horribly embarrassed, but honest. Never leave the ladder standing up. Stupid. Really stupid. The ladder just flew through the air. It hit with such force it demolished everything. It flew right into it. I'm so embarrassed. And then it stops as suddenly as it comes. It comes in blasting gusts. Here comes some more. That turbine has been charging my batteries all day though. This one has been spinning all day long and really doing a good job today on charging my batteries. But this is stupid. So stupid. It just ripped it to shreds. That's why you can't comprehend the amount of wind comes through here. I just can't believe the amount of wind that comes through here. It's destructive. It's good for the turbine, for wind power. I just pulled my bed out, and you're going to see with me firsthand what it looks like down in there. We put the camera on the tripod and maybe find a hole. So we're going to find out right now. I'm not even going to pause the camera so you see I'm not faking this. I'm going to see what it looks like in here after the winter. This is where my water is. This is underneath my bed. I'm hoping and praying there's no damage done to anything. I hope I had the water drained out well enough. It's really... get out of there. It's really hard to see just looking. Alright, well I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to... Stay out of there. I'm going to put some water in the tank. And... just a little bit. And see if this will be alright. Experiment and see if the pipes still hold water pressure and if it's going to be safe. So it looks good from here. Alright, I gotta move the camera, but you can see down in there, I don't see, well, you know, just visually you can't see any damage to anything for now. No burst pipes though or anything. Water pump looks okay. So I'm gonna put some water in the RV and see if I can get some running water in this thing. Well, of course from first examination everything looks okay. I'm down in here now, deeper into the guts of the RV. Just make sure. See, I learned only just recently that professionals use compressed air to blow out the lines to make sure there's no damage done to anything. I did not, so it's possible that the pump could be damaged or any of the lines down here. So I'm going to very carefully put a couple gallons of water in the tank and then come back in and check it out, make sure there's no leaks, and then I'll fire up the water pump power and see what happens. I poured maybe 2 gallons in there and there's no dripping right now. What's any dripping here? I'm going to turn on the water pump just for a minute. It's kicking air, but I just want to make sure before I put too much water in there there's not going to be any leaks. Looks good so far. As I had left this RV to anybody coming in later on in the game, I left this thing through the most brutal winter in 20 years. I went to Australia. And I'm just getting back, checking out the system, see if I can get some water flowing in here. Now what I got going on outside, it's awkward to show, but I can't fit the camera out there next to me. I'm holding up a big jug. I've got a hose in the filler neck right here, and I've got a hose fed in there and a funnel, and I'm using one of those green 6-gallon water cans, and I'm trying to pour water into the tank through here. So I'm going to add some more water, and then I'll be back in here and see if I can get some water pressure in this RV. Well, I'm being very careful. Now I've poured in a few more gallons. What do I have here? I don't know what I have in there. I have a few gallons of water in here now. Should be enough to prime the water pump, at least. We'll make sure there's no leaks in the sink, no leaks in the bathroom, no leaks in the kitchen. We've got all these water lines to worry about. It's full of air. It's pressurizing. It's pressurized. Okay. I don't hear water spraying anywhere. I don't see water. No leaks. I don't hear any leaks. Let me see if I got water. Well, let me see. Oh, there's air. Scary. Oh, there we go. I've got water. I've got running water in the RV again. Alright. Now I just hope and pray I don't have running water when the faucet's off. Still a little bit nervous here. I've got to really keep an eye on this for leaks. This whole system. Make sure there's no leaks. Make sure there's no drips. It looks good so far. Everything's dry. I'm going to do an inspection of the whole RV, check all my plumbing through and through, make sure everything holds up. It looks like I might have running water in here again. So I'm going to go out. If this is good and I have no leaks, I'm going to fill up this tank with that meltwater from the meadow. It's going to be a lot of hard work carrying 6 gallons at a time to fill a 50-gallon tank. 58 gallons. Wow, that's a big tank. It's almost a 60-gallon tank. Well, anyway, it'd be a lot of work, but it'd be worth it. I have to find my pump. I'm still unpacking tools and equipment, so I have to find my 12-volt water pump, get a battery charged, and hope that runoff lasts, because with drainage around this place, it drains fast and heavy. It might not be there tomorrow, so I gotta hurry up and use it while it's there. Well, I've been hand carting water 2 gallons at a time, and I think you can see the water level. Just going up and filling it in a creek and bringing it over and filling it 2 gallons at a time, hand carting it over. Although this is not proportional, is it? No, because of how the tank is formed. Oh, I've only filled the bottom part of this tank. This whole section is empty. I've only filled a tiny little section of the tank. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Well, anyway, there's no leaks. All afternoon, I'm running down to the creek and grabbing a couple gallons, come in, pour it in by hand. It's hard work because I have to lift it up to above my chest level to get the water to go in and down, gravity feed in. So, I've got a mess. I've got the board over here, I've got my mattress over here, I've got my bedding over here, got a battery on the charger. That's what I use for my portable water pump, which I'm still looking for, by the way. I'm still unpacking my gear, so I'll have a battery pack but not the portable water pump, so I'm still hand carting water. But it's 5:30 in the afternoon, getting colder and getting darker, so I think I'm going to call it quits on hauling water for now and put this RV back together. There's quite a mess in here now. So, success. Running water in the RV again. That is a very good feeling. Very nice. Tomorrow I'll finish topping this off if the creek out there is still running for me. Wind turbine is just pumping away. Now the highest voltage you can get to is the voltage of the battery bank under charge. So 13.6.7 right now is the highest it can go. Well, it's going to prove me a bit wrong. I guess when it's pumping some current, it pushes up the battery voltage a little. But I've noticed it maxes out at a certain high voltage, and there it goes back down. It's been really gusty, so I'll get a blast of wind, and then it'll fade out. And then it'll kick back on for a minute, and then it'll fade back out. So wind turbine has been really kicking up some power today. Oh, there's another blast of wind. So on and off all day today. Wind turbine's really been pumping out some power. Well, the batteries are 57 degrees and sitting at 12.8, under 31 watts of charge from the solar panels right now. It's definitely a serious improvement from previously. 57 degrees is really good, really good. I can live with that. So we'll see what it looks like when the sun goes down tonight, but this is nice.